All right, I'm sitting here with none other than Mr. Kendrick Lewis, the SID from over at South Carolina State University. He's here with the South Carolina State Bulldogs, ready to get this thing going on tomorrow between Jackson State and the South Carolina State Bulldogs in the Celebration Bowl game. What are some of the things we expect from your team tomorrow when they line up against Jackson State when it's time to kick this thing off?
Well, one of the most important things I can say this team about the physical. The physical. It's a balanced team. We can run the ball. We can throw the ball. We can tackle. We got one of the best quarterbacks in the country at Phoenix. Mm-hmm. You know, one of the top three. We got the top three receivers in the MEAC. This team is probably. I've been in the state 20 years. It's probably one of the better teams I've ever seen as far as an all-around talent. And the most important thing about the team, we have depth at every position.
Right. So let me ask this: compare this team. This team is playing in the championship game tomorrow to the 2021 team.
I was there, so
I know you were. So with a 31-10. 31-10. What are some of the similarities, and is there any differences between the two teams that we're going to see out there in the game tomorrow?
I think with the 21 season, we were underdogs outright. No one expected us to be there. We didn't know what to expect. We knew it was David and Goliath. Right. With this team here, we fear no one. Understood. This team, we had Shaq Davis in 21. You got Caden Hyde. You got Enos Carter. You got Justin Smith-Brown. I mean, it's depth. This team is more deep. This team is more physical. This team is more disciplined. This team is, we only got one goal in mind. It's to win a championship.
Absolutely.
One goal in mind, I think, and they love each other.
Yes.
They love each other. If you ever hear these guys talk about it, they don't talk about games ahead. They talk about going 1-0. And they play for their brothers. So all around, I think this team right here is probably one of the better teams that's going to come from South Carolina State in the modern day era.
Understood. Tell me this. Hi. He got a switch that's just. I was watching film on this young man, and I'm sitting there like, quit pissing him off. Just let this man do what he gonna do, man. Right now, it's almost like when you hit that switch or that extra chopping going on out there in the field, like oh, that type of time.
Yeah.
Is that something that these young men, is that something that he particularly gets from the head coach? Because Coach Berry can talk that talk.
Right.
Coach Berry ain't go back down from nothing. He gonna talk that talk.
Yeah.
But what is that young man's mindset, or can you speak to his mindset as far as preparation, getting himself ready to play in this game tomorrow? What's some of the things that you've seen in him from like the start of the season to now as far as his growth?
This is my first year with Caden Hyde, and I can tell you right now, the kid loves football. Doesn't matter what he's doing, where he's at. He's just a football player. Period.
Right.
I think the more you can make Caden, the more you turn him up, he's gonna perform. And he's only a sophomore.
He's only the sophomore. He's probably one of the top receivers in HBC. So, yeah. Coach asked Coach Berry about Caden out. He'll say, "Hey, he's a football player." Right. All the way around. He's physical. Size doesn't matter. He just wants the ball. Now, one thing I can say is, looking at you guys up front in the trenches, y'all ain't got them big 300-pound boys up there in the trenches. Nah. But was it Aaron, number 11? Oh, Aaron Smith. Yeah. I watched that young man get up underneath his shoulder pad and drop a big old 330-pound boy on the ground. I'm talking, this boy's 6'4". I'm like, okay. I'm trying to figure which direction I want to go with this question. What is it? You got to have the drive, determination, and grit when you're out there on the field. You use the David and Goliath analogy. You said no fear. You fear no man. What is it about these young men that they understand? They understand the mission. I think it started with Coach Berry when he came to South Carolina State. And the first thing he preached to the players is fall in love with the process. Absolutely. Taking it one day at a time, making sure that you dominate everything you do in the classroom, on the field, in life. Right. And to love your brother. You playing for each other. Absolutely. So it's like we always say, we respect everyone, but we fear no one.
I love it. All I can say is I watched Coach Berry when he was over at Benedict. I remember when he was coaching at Morris Brown because I attended Morris Brown. And just seeing his and also when he was over at Southern coaching over there, and just looking at how he's evolved. And what is that one thing that you see within your head coach that the players they could put a name on it and said, this is the one thing that represents our coach?
He loves us. He loves the football players, support staff, university. Coach Berry will walk up to you and say, man, give me a hug. I love you. Truly is a genuinely good person, period, all the way around. He demands the best out of you because he's going to give you his all. So, with that said, it's probably overall, he's who he say he is.
Absolutely. So, guys, listen. Y'all have heard me say time and time again, you can't like this sport. You have to love this sport. And if you got a coach telling you how much he loves you, just off the strength of you being in his vicinity, in his area, just around him, period. Just letting you know, just feeding back into you the things that you want to hear for you to navigate and go through the trials, tribulations, ups and downs. Coach Berry is him. You're hearing it first from the SID as far as what exactly he brings to the program and how these young men have adapted to him in year one. Year one, coming into this program. What's some of the things you expect to see from this program, from the football program, 3 to 5 years from now?
Well, one thing we talk about, we don't have a football team, we have a football program.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to continue to dominate and go 1-0. We're going to take it 1 year at a time. We're going to go 1-0. We're going to build a dynasty. We're going to dominate.
Yeah, because I saw some folks that did a little barking early on before the season started. You know, like they ain't sitting in this thing right now.
We don't get caught up on what he picks us. You know, it's never how you start, it's how you finish.
Absolutely.
We never get caught up in that. We don't even read blogs.
Oh, hey, who's it? I'm trying to think of the young man's name. Your running back. Y'all got a dynamo running back over there. He's about 5'10". I'm trying to. Yes. Yeah. That kid, boy, he bringing pressure. Especially underneath the shoulder pads, he's pressure.
Yeah, don't look at him and judge him. Nah, he's one of the toughest players around. Definitely.
On the team, I've seen you've seen him close up. Which group out there, out of the offensive linemen, defensive linemen, the backs, the DBs, which group talk the most trash?
You got to beat them big boys on the D line, man. They back it up too. They talking and they back it up. You know, we got a Sean Hall, he's the nation in sacks. And you know what I'm saying? So, and his other teammates like ranking the top 5, so they can talk the talk, but they can also back it up. So.
All I said, I have not done my pregame assessment. I've been trying to get everything situated for what we got going on today. But it's some things that I see within the program where it's infectious. It's like, you know, the everybody, it's like yourself, the coaches, the players, everybody is lockstep walking that on one accord. It's not like everybody is trying to deviate or move in a different direction. How do you keep that cohesiveness for everyone to continue to walk hand in hand without there being any breakage in the chain?
It starts with a great leader. So we got that in Coach Berry. He makes sure that we're grounded. He makes sure we're together. He makes sure that we're on the same mission. So it starts with him.
Absolutely.
We definitely we do everything for each other.
That's what we want.
You'll never hear a player talk about one accolade.
Okay.
It's always a team.
Love it.
So we do it for each other.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and let Coach go. I know he got some more tables, more rounds he got to make. But I appreciate you for your time, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, go Dogs.
Yes, sir.